be set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 27, Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Off the play fake, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Here's Winston. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive, and in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Devontae Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards, added all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word. Touchdown! Devin Funchess, 60 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3.
On play action, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And fights through one man. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Winston now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Winston. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin.
As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Rodgers going to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Here we go. Here we go. First and goal. Here we go.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Funchess. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Jameis to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Let's get this all day.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. To throw is Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gets around him, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. that's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
54-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They run it again with Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Able to find Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Back to throw, Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Rodgers.
Pass complete, Tunyon.
So going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.